go. Hi folks, this is Elgin Subway Surfer Bowling, your creative caricature marketing consultant. Here we are again, mind mapping for artists. If you are a follower of my videos on this channel, you may have run across a video entitled How to Get Ideas for Comics, which featured a section on mind mapping for artists. I looked at that video and thought to myself, this subject of mind mapping deserves to be a standalone video. So I took out all of the great information that was included in the other video, How to Get Ideas for Comics, and just included it here. So if you've already viewed the information, then you can go on to the next video or reintroduce yourself to it. If you haven't seen the video on how to get ideas for comics, definitely look at that one too, but look at this one first, because I tell you, this mind mapping for artists information is just so close to my heart because it works so well. So I've said enough about it. Enjoy and definitely use it. I couldn't let you guys go. I could not let you go without introducing to some and reinforcing in others this great, proven, practical tool for idea generation, and it's called the mind map. The mind map is a visual representation of something that your mind does normally when it's trying to solve a problem, when it's trying to generate ideas, or when you're just daydreaming. Haven't you noticed that your mind just drifts off and it starts pre-associating and associating and connecting things, and then before you know it, you have something totally different, sometimes bizarre, sometimes not, but always unexpected, than the main thing that you started with. That's the power of mind mapping, that you can see it. Here's how it's done. You start off with a big circle right in the middle. That's where your main idea, your problem, is going to be. You make sure that you write it nice and big and clear. Then you draw 3 individual branches. On the left side, in the center, on the right side. Those are going to be your subcategories that come up with you when you start to free associate with the main idea. But you'll find also that even within the subcategories, there can be subcategories related to each one of those subcategories. Gee, I really hope that makes sense. Now, I've included 3 subcategories and 3 more subcategories. But when you're doing a mind meld, you can do endless subcategories and endless subcategories. But just for clarity's sake, we're going to work with the model that we have here. Let me show you what I did personally to solve 2 illustration problems, and I'll show you the result also. Stay tuned. I thought I'd choose something simple, so I chose dogs as the main category. Why dogs? Because I'm a lifelong dog lover. In fact, that was my motto in any relationship I got in. You must love dogs, and I do. And so that was my main category. And then for my 3 categories, my subcategories, I said, well, what are sayings associated with dogs? What are breeds associated with dogs? And what are their behaviors? So let's start with behaviors. What do dogs do, and what have I observed? Well, among them are they like to drink out of the toilet if they get an opportunity. They're endlessly chewing bones, at least my dog is. And for some odd reason, when they socialize with each other, there's a lot of butt sniffing that goes on, including human butts. I try to keep them away from that, but that's another story. Now, as far as breeds are concerned, I've owned in my life a pit bull, a lovable mutt, and a poodle mix. So I put that out there right away. That's where my mind went with the association. Thirdly, when I thought of my subcategory for sayings, I thought about the familiar dog-eat-dog world. and that's related to people in the business world, as you probably know. It's a dog-eat-dog world. Nobody looks out for you. Everybody's out for themselves. Dog-eat-dog. Then I thought about Parliament's famous song, Atomic Dog. Bow wow wow yippee-yo yippee-yay, bow wow yippee-yo yippee-yay. Okay, the next phrase that I thought of, or the next saying I thought of, was dog tired. So once I had the categories all lined up, and once I had the subcategories, I put my idea engine to work, and I looked over these things to see if I could find some kind of visual association that incorporated what I had put down here on paper. And this is what I came up with. For dog eat dog, that was pretty easy. Like I said previously, the expression dog eat dog reminds me of the business world, where it's a dog eat dog, every man for himself, nobody looks out for anybody else, they look out for number one. And so I put my dog, who is a mutt also, in a business suit, representing the business world. Now I started to stop at him taking a bite into a hot dog, and it would have been dog eat dog, but it would just be one dog eating a hot dog. Okay, and so that's when I came up with the idea, why don't I have a hot dog preparing to eat this dog? And so I thought that visually that would work better. The next cartoon, this is my favorite. Listen, Romeo, just because we shared a drink doesn't mean you get to take me home. I thought immediately about that social interaction, that butt sniffing things. And I thought about how dogs like to drink out of the toilet. Also, I thought about how they like to chew on bones. And so I got the idea, what if they was at a bar socializing? And this guy, this Romeo, is hanging out at the bar, and he's propositioning this poodle. And of course, he's just a stinky mutt. Now, these aren't big ideas. That's going to be up to you. But they are ideas. They are a start. And I just wanted to show you how this mind mapping thing works in generating your own ideas. And we're done. That's it, folks. I hope that you feel encouraged to conquer, to dominate any blank page now that you have this fantastic idea generating tool. What are you waiting for? Go out and use it. And if you found this information to be thought-provoking, informative, and useful, please consider becoming a subscriber to this channel. And if you have any questions, you can email me specifically at cartoonsforyou2@aol.com. That's cartoons, the number 4, the letter U, the number 2 at aol.com. And don't forget to comment. I love to read your comments.